and let us all do we can to build a better future.
The poll numbers are in. Democrats can't look at the Biden poll numbers and say that they're not concerned. And you know who that's coming from? You want to know who that's coming from? Oh, from a little person named James Carville. You know him. The guy who told us not to worry about Biden, who told us that we have to fall in line. You know, that guy who just was like indifferent towards progressives and independents. Well, here we are, folks. Here we are. Carville. Democrats can't look at the Biden poll numbers and say they're not concerned. Because let's look at this clown show. Democrats should be concerned with President Biden's poll numbers, some of which show him trailing various GOP candidates in a head-to-head matchups. Democratic strategist James Carville said Thursday. Polls have consistently shown many voters are concerned about Biden's age and whether he is fit to be president. Biden is 80, will turn 81 in November, and will be 86 at the end of a second term. You can't look at this and say you're not concerned, Carville said in an interview on CNN. For me to come on television and say I don't find this alarming or troubling at all would be stupid. I wouldn't do that. Oh, but James has been that stupid. CNN poll released Thursday found 46% of registered voters said any Republican president candidate would be better than Biden. The president fared much better among Democrat-aligned voters, 67%, whom said they would like a nominee other than Biden. The president's age is front of mind of many, with 73% of Americans and 56% of Democrats saying they are seriously concerned about Biden's physical and mental competence, the poll found. Hey, AOC. Let me do that again. Hey, AOC. Hey, Bernie. You two are going to have a huge egg on your face if the Democrats actually put 2 and 2 together and actually tell Biden to drop out and they pick somebody else. That'd be so hilarious. I would have to laugh at AOC and Bernie because they were amongst the big progressive heavy hitters to say we're all in for Biden. Brilliant move, geniuses. Big brain moves. But hey, don't take my word for it, because even CNN did this. They started their segment off with an oof, oof, oof. Here, listen for yourselves. Hey, I think CNN might be watching a little bit of Hard Lens Media. You're taking my notes.
Oof, problematic new.
Wait, hold on. Let's start that again. The oof.
Oof.
Hold on. I like that.
Oof.
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 Hold on. I know I never said I was a hero. I'm being petty. I never said I was a good person.
Oof. Oof. Problematic new polling numbers out this morning for President Biden. The CNN poll finds his approval rating sinking to just 39%. Democrats on notice as the 2024 race for the White House heats up. Among voters' concerns, Biden's age. They're worried about his mental.
Look at that. Ability to serve and other again, people concerned. 76%. Current mental physical competence, 73%. Understanding of next generation concerns, 68%. Again, seriously concerned about Biden's age, might negatively affect his. Again, look at this. That's a huge amount of numbers.
And physical competence, along with how well he understands the concerns of future generations of Americans. Another big issue, the economy. 58% say Biden's policies have made economic conditions worse.
I've asked this question before on the show. Let's have democracy in the chat. Type 1. If no, Bidenomics is doing great. 3 meals a day, full tank of gas, vacation every year. I type 2. No, dude, stop asking that question. It hurts. It costs $300 to go outside. I don't know how I'm going to make it past the next hour, dude. Please stop with this question. It hurts too much. After all, whenever I do that question, you know what happens? People do this.
Oof.
Yeah, it's oof.
Oof.
Hold on, one more time.
Oof.
I know, I'm not a good person. But hang on, let's play this. Again, more concerns.
Within the margin of error, no clear leader. Donald Trump, 47%. Joe Biden, 46%. They're basically in a statistical tie. But what I will note was there was not a single poll conducted by CNN during the entire 2020 cycle in which Donald Trump got a higher share of the vote than Joe Biden did. So this is a vastly different picture from what we saw 4 years ago.
That is some very interesting context.
Shut up, lady. Oh, that's a very interesting context. No, it's everybody knows.
New polling out today as a Trump-Biden rematch seems ever more likely. A new Wall Street Journal poll released just hours ago shows Donald Trump now leading Florida Governor Ron DeSantis by a whopping 46 points. And he's tied with President Biden in a hypothetical general election matchup. They both get about 46% of that vote.
You know, and again, it's pretty devastating because when you hear, again, when you look at these numbers, you just can't help but think,
Oof.
you just can't help but think.
Oof.
You just can't help but think.
Oof.
I know, serious problems. But why are there problems? What would cause this? Well, first, let's look at Joe Biden. Now, again, here comes the pandemic. Time to put on a mask, people. And he says this. I want to know. They keep telling me because this has to be 10 days or something, I got to keep wearing it. Don't tell them I didn't have it on when I walked in. Who's they? You're the frickin' president of the United States. You think anyone's going to tell Julie? Well, okay, Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, all right? They were executives and leaders of their respective war bands and countries. But for the love of God, you're the president. The buck stops with you. You're going to get in trouble? Don't tell them? Who's they? Who? I have to wonder, again, the amount of elder abuse that's happening to Biden or Dianne Feinstein. Again, we live in a sick system.
We explained to the press, I've been tested again today. I'm clear across the board. But they keep telling me because this has to be 10 days or something, I got to keep wearing it. But don't tell them I didn't have it on when I walked in.
Ha 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 ha. No, I think he's being serious. Like, no, seriously, don't tell them and they'll beat me. Who knows? But hey, there's got to be other reasons why. Maybe because of the president's behavior, the approval ratings at an all-time low.
And he left as planned, as it was planned. He left when there was a pause in the program in order to minimize his close contact with attendees who are about to participate in a reception. And as you all reported noticed that he left when.
That's when Joe Biden got up and left before the ceremony ended for a Medal of Honor recipient. You heard the ice cream truck in the background.
There was a pause in the program because, again, he wanted to minimize certainly his impact on folks who were there.
So, again, what do you have to say to that when you see something like that, especially the fact that more Americans know that something's wrong with Biden?
Oof.
Huh? What was that?
Oof.
Oh, hold on.
Oof.
Oof. But, you know, maybe I'm being too harsh on Biden. I mean, Kamala looks somewhat reasonable, right? I mean, what would happen if she were at the reins? Because, you know, I couldn't see anything horrible happening.
Question about the president's age often go hand in hand with questions about how you would step in the role, you know, if necessary. Do you feel prepared for that possibility? And serving as vice president prepared you for that job?
Yes.
You're prepared for that job, Kamala? Hold on, say it again.
And serving as vice president prepared you for that job?
Yes.
Let's have democracy in the chat. Type 3 if you think Kamala has what it takes to be the next. You get it. You got it. The president of the United States. Oh, God, no, she is not. She should not be president. All right. She'll probably be cackling and laughing herself in the corner. You know, Tulsi Gabbard mentioned about her cackling and laughing that it has to be like a nervous tick.
And how would you describe that process?
Which process?
Like as far as,
Again, she keeps on laughing and smiling, man. Seriously, God damn it, man. It's creepier than the Joker.
Well, first of all, I'm answering your hypothetical. But Joe Biden's going to be fine. So that is not going to come to fruition. But let us also understand that every vice president understands that when they take the oath, that they must be very clear about the responsibility they may have to take over the job of being president.
Well, no, duh. Listen, everyone, listen, that actually hurt my brain cells. So we're going to listen to it again one more time because Kamala, you know, you say that you're ready, but it doesn't sound like you are.
every vice president understands that when they take the oath, that they must be very clear about the responsibility they may have to take over the job of being president. I am no different.
So, yeah. All right. Again, through that performance, do you think that this administration is actually going to be going forward in 2024? I mean, if you're a Democratic guy, let's say hypothetically, you, my viewing audience, were a member of the DNC, the Democratic establishment. You know, at the end of the day, we all know that these bastards don't really care. But let's say you cared. The type 5, if you'd be all on board for another Biden-Harris administration, you're willing to bend over backwards and do somersaults to really defend this sinking ship. A type 6, hell no, we need to find somebody else because we all see it. I mean, in fact, I did a story about this, talking about the Democrats looking at other alternatives. There's something wrong with both Biden and Kamala. They don't have what it takes. I wonder how many 6s we get in the chat. You know, and again, we have to go back to this.
Oof.
What was that?
Oof.
Hold on.
Oof. Problematic.
Oof. But let's really address it because again, the Democrats have to come up with something better. So Donnie Deutsch gives his marketing expert advice to Democrats as he is scared of Trump being tied with Biden in polling. I'm freaked out. Just make it about the fear of Trump. Hold on. You know what? Again, here's the liberals' response. Trump? Oh no. We gotta be afraid of Trump. It's Trump. He's there. Oh no. He's right behind you. Come on. God damn it. So let's see what DNC has to say.
There's no reason he couldn't do it again. Donnie Deutsch, there was in that much discussed Wall Street Journal poll this week that has, Donald Trump up 46 points on Ron DeSantis, and in which 73% of Americans say Biden is too old. As we talk about this long list of achievements, including that news last week that was announced here actually about prescription drugs, that the Americans say that Trump, by 11 points, has a better record of accomplishment than Joe Biden. Think about that for a minute. And by 8 points, that he has a better vision for the future than Joe Biden, as all he does is talk about an election that happened 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was the thing that jumped out at me on the economy.
Now, you might remember Donnie Deutsch. You remember him in 2020 on Morning Blow. You remember in 2020, during that 2020 election cycle? During the primary, where it looked like Bernie was winning, and he was like, I can't have Bernie winning. I might as well just vote for Trump. Oh, no. And now you're afraid of Trump? Remember, Morning Blow had to cover you. It's like, hey, shush. You don't say that out loud. We're BS DNC. Remember? I remember. So does Petridge Farm.
Immigration on issues. Donald Trump on issues. And all this thing we talk about, cult of personality, but I just wonder if there's a blurring in there in that because of his personality, that somehow that translates this kind of like screw everything sucks, you suck, that somehow that umbrellas and becomes issues. Look, there was something that you guys said in that lead up, and I kind of want to bridge the gap a little bit between Joe and Mika, is not Donald Trump. That is, unfortunately, I think, going to be if I'm running the campaign, is the fear of the end of democracy. It's
the end of democracy. Oh, no. It's the end of democracy. Whatever will we do? We are a republic, but we're not even a republic. We're an oligarchy. Okay? We don't have a choice, okay? We got a two-party system that's owned by Wall Street, big banks, and corporations. Those same institutions, Wall Street, big banks, and corporations, control our media. So, I don't know what you're afraid of losing when it's never existed in quite some time. But oh no, we got to make it about Trump. Everyone be afraid of Trump. Don't think critically for yourself. Just be afraid of Trump. It's all Trump. Everything's Trump's fault. You spilled your coffee, that's Donald Trump. Got a flat tire, Donald Trump. Didn't throw out the garbage, it was Trump's fault. Your alarm clock didn't go off, it was Trump's fault. No clean clothes, Donald Trump's fault. Your girlfriend cheated on you, it's Donald Trump's fault. It's all Trump's fault, everything. The Spanish Inquisition, Donald Trump. World War I, World War II, Donald Trump.
The fear of a woman's right to choose, of the fear of basically who we are ending, and just make it quiet, competence, boring, to Molly's point, boring, yes, but versus the chaos, versus the uncertainty, the fear of where Donald Trump can take us unfettered in the next term. That's what we got. That's what we got. We do not have.
Look, anyone that's afraid of Trump, here's what I'm going to tell you. Relax. Relax. Calm down. Calm down. Please calm down. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing everybody around you. Okay? At this point, a Trump administration will be no different than any other presidential administration. Okay? Goldman Sachs is still going to have a seat at the table. So what are you complaining about?
Have that fire and brimstone leader. It's not who he is. And let's play to the authenticity of who he is, which is an accomplished, seasoned, well documented success. And that's what we got, guys. And it's scary. I'm not saying I'm not scared. I'm not saying that Wall Street.
You're scared. You're a scared little man. I'm scared. I'm scared. You're on freaking the news and you're telling people you're scared. Could you ever imagine Hardlin's media say, hey guys, I'm scared of a politician. Oh no. Oh no. Jimmy Dore saying that? RBN, anybody? No. I mean, come on.
Street Journal poll, although it's an outlier, although it's small, Molly's point, we were talking off camera, didn't freak me out. I am freaked out, I got to tell you. But the Democrats have got to get behind who we have at this point and just make it about the fear of Donald Trump.
So fear about Donald Trump. How do you think that's going to work? Think it'll do good? Option A will be great, or option B will be an oof like this.
Oof.
Democrats losing and coming to the realization that people don't like them. What are they thinking?
Oof.
Biden's old age and senile behavior being made aware. What do you think the Democrats are thinking?
Oof. Problematic.
What was that again? Everything about the failure of the Democrats and Biden. What is that?
Oof. Problematic. Oof. Problem. Oof. Oof. Problem. Oof. 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 Oof.
I'm being mean.
Oof.
I'm being
Oof.
mean. I'm being mean.
Oof. 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 Oof.
I should be better, but I'm not. I never said I was the hero of the story. Democrats. Oof. No comment.